Welcome to Collecting Chaos and another one of my eternal Mylite projects videos. Now what that means is these are 30 comics that I've taken out of my collection that are at least 20 years old that I'm preparing to put in Mylite sleeves. So I'm sure you're wondering, well, if it's the Mylite collection, why do I have a Barbie as Wonder Woman doll here? I was going through some boxes looking for some toys to show somebody and possibly sell them. And I came across a box of what I thought was books, and it turned out that this was in it. Well, I haven't seen this since about 2001, 2002, somewhere in there. And I purchased it when it came out, and that was, I think, 1997 or 1998. I'm not exactly sure what the date on it was. A long time ago. And I just thought I'd share it. And before I stuck it up there with all the rest of my neat stuff. But it's one of my favorite Wonder Woman figure dolls. And this is actually Barbie as Wonder Woman. So let's go. All right, here we go. We're going to start off with a Harvey comic, Richie Rich Successes Stories, number 35. This is from December of 1970, and it's in pretty nice shape. And I have number 37, and this should be from April 1971, and it is. Again, it's in pretty decent shape. And number 38. Now these are, as you can see, these are stapled on the ends, and a lot of the comics from the 60s and the 70s were done that way, and matter of fact, all comics were done that way if they were larger than 32 pages, or 64 pages I should say. So the 80-page giants, the 100-page spectaculars, all of them were stapled like that until the advent of perfect binding. And perfect binding basically means it's bound like a paperback book. Be careful watching my videos, you might learn something. Here's number 39, and this is from August of 1971. We're going to move from Richie Rich to Rima the Jungle Girl, and this is the first issue from May of 1974, and this might be her first appearance. I don't remember. I think it is. And here's number 2. This was actually a subscription copy. You can tell because it's got a crease here. If you look at the back side, you can see a little dirt crease on it. And this is from May of 1975. When you open it up, you can really see that crease. It goes all the way through the comic. And then from Whitman Comics, we have Hanna-Barbera, The Roman Holidays. This is number 3, and it's from 1973. And generally, Whitman Comics were nothing more than Gold Key or DC comics that were placed in 3-packs. And here's Saber number 1 from Eclipse Comics. And this is from August of 1982. I liked Saber. I like this comic. There's a lot of nice comics that were published by Eclipse, and I think they're really underrated and undervalued. Here's a Sad Sack and the Sarge, number 54. This is from April of 1966. Can't go wrong with Sad Sack, although this is... It's got a spine roll. A lot of people might not, I mean, it's nice and flat, so a lot of people wouldn't realize it has a spine roll, but when you turn it over, you can see how it kind of stair-stepped down. That's because the spine is rolled. If it were put back, it would look a whole lot nicer. Don't know if I'll fix it or not. Here's a Sad Sack and the Sarge, number 61. This is from April of 1967. And number 62, and this is from June of 1967. Here's a Sad Sack and the Sarge, number 81, and this is from April of 1970. Sad Sack and the Sarge, number 82, and this is from June of 1970. And these are in fairly nice shape considering what they are. At the very least, you know, fine copies, or very good to find in some cases. April of 1970, number 83, Sad Sack and the Sarge. Sad Sack and the Sarge, number 91. This is from October of 1971. And this is square bound, and again, you can see here's the staples. Now for some Kirby goodness, Sandman number 1, winter issue, 1974. And here's another copy of it. Although this one, the colors are better, but if you look at the spine, the condition is not better. This one's a little dirty. This one, the colors are nice and bright, but it's got some spinal issues. So I would probably grade them about the same, you know, fine. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, number 1. And this is from May of 1981. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, number 2, and this is June of 1981. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps number 3, and this is July of 1981, and it was a 3-part series, so this is the last issue. And no, this predates Kilowog. Here's Tales of the Unexpected, number 75, and this is from March of 1963. And this later, they dropped the Tales of, and it just became Unexpected. Here's Tales of the Unexpected, number 86. And this one is from January of 1965. Tales of the Unexpected, number 101. July of 1967. If you're a science fiction buff, these are definitely worth getting. Had a lot of weird fantasy type science fiction stories in them. From August-September 1967, this is Tales of the Unexpected number 102. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. There's a copy of Tales to Astonish, number 73. Art by Adam Austin. Inks by Vince Colletta. Vince Colletta inked everything at one time. He was like the fastest inker there was. And some people didn't much care for the way he inked. Never bothered me a whole lot. And this is Jack Kirby layouts and Bob Paul's art. Got a few folds on some of the pages. I'll have to straighten those out before I put it in Mylar. Here's Teen Titans number 45. Now this isn't the later Teen Titans. This is the original Teen Titans. And if you look, art by Irv Novak and Vince Colletta. He was all over the place. He worked for all the companies. This is December 1976. So it's towards the end of the Teen Titans run. And here's number 46 from February of 1977. From April of 1977, we have number 47, Teen Titans. Always liked that costume for Kid Flash. I kind of wish he had kept it when he changed over to being the Flash. And number 48 from June of 1977. The Harlequin predates Harley Quinn. And number 49 from August of 1977. And I don't know if this was the last issue or not. It might have been. Nope. Teen Titans number 50 on sale second week in July, so I guess it went a few more issues after that. And that's it. That's the next batch to go into Mylar. I just need to clean them up a little bit on some of them and take some folds out of some of the interior pages and maybe straighten out a few spine holes and be all done. So don't forget, wash your hands before handling your collectibles. It's good for your collectibles, it's good for your comics, it's good for your health, and we'll see you next time. Bye.